rubber faster than a tall NASCAR. My solo notes are I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What you talking that funky, about my face.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since his franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Walker once more. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Willis on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Malik Willis scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jags are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis, and this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Willis now off of play action. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
18
Willis looking to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Bronco switch. 18 Cardinals.
Here's Walker. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. bats the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
70, Cup 19! Cup 19!
On 2nd and 10. Willis, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
On 2nd down and 4. Willis. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Eagles! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Preston Williams, 27 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Walker with another carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Cowboy 80.
Up the middle, here's Walker. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Willis on third down. Rolling to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never down for a second. They pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. Here's Willis. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A gear for Walker running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great... There, those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Straight ahead, Walker trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
He got 29 yards that time.
So if you're going to play charades at home, make sure you grab him, because for a running back, he sure did a pretty good wide receiver impression there. Going to line up in the slot to the left side, and a lot of times, as we well know, running back routes aren't as crisp as wide receiver routes, but this one, more than adequate for that play.
They'll run on first down. Stevenson, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Williams, 48 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Steelers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, it's Willis. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for second down. Back to throw, Willis. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Unlock line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Williams brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Gibson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Caught left side, Williams. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On the handoff, this is Walker, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it in. The ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He will push his way down to about the 14. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like